Oh, Christ. Oh, things are an awful mess here at the Gemini garage. Oh, my God. Oh, you don't even know. Holy shit. I need a garage made. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Let's see if I can manage to get on with the show here. Shit. Oh, hey, it's me, Shane, with the Gemini Garage, or in this case, I'm starting to hear the music from Sanford & Son every time I walk in here. That's a great song, by the way, too. But yeah, it's not really something that you want to pop into your head every time you walk into your shop, right? So today, a couple of antennas. I just figured I would kind of do these antennas at the same time because they're kind of the same type of a deal. I like to affectionately kind of call these dum-dum antennas. And you got the Workman B-100 or the Tram 1499, as it's sometimes called. This one's the Tram version. And then you've got the ProComm PT-3 here, which pretty much the same type of deal. This one's got a bracket on it. This one doesn't. This one's got some tuning rings on it. This one doesn't. They both have, you know, traditional style mounting brackets there. And this one you can find it for around 30, 35, 40 bucks, and this one's probably about, you know, maybe 50, 60 bucks. It's a little bit more. But I affectionately like to call these dum-dum antennas because some people kind of claim that they're not really antennas. They kind of complain and throw a lot of shade at them and say that they're just kind of dummy loads, which they're not. And then others would just say, well, you know, they're real simple antennas, you know, even a dummy could put them up. And so, and then just with the whole kind of drama around them, that's just kind of dumb. So, yeah, just kind of going to affectionately refer to these as dum-dum antenna. Because maybe it's a dummy load, maybe it's not, and maybe if you think it's got a dummy load in it, maybe you're dumb, or maybe this whole video is just dumb. But here's your dum-dum antenna. And both of them are, you know, about 3 feet. They're both made to be used, obviously, without a ground plane or to use your coax as a ground plane. Sometimes they call it counterpoise. That is absolutely the worst flipping term that ever came into the radio world, was counterpoise. Because it makes it sound like, oh, you know, you're balancing. No, it's your ground. It's your ground. The shielding in your coax becomes the ground when this thing, you know, isn't bolted to anything with the ground, like a boat or maybe fiberglass on an RV or whatever. This one here's got a metal bracket on it, so if you bolt this thing to something metal, and you know, both of these do. So if you bolt these to something metal, like a mirror mount or something, you're going to get some ground plane out of whatever you bolted them on. But if you're bolting them strictly on something like you know, a boat or, you know, something that, you know, there's no ground plane, then your coax, the shielding in your coax acts as the ground plane. But they've over the years called it counterpoise, and that somebody needs to go into wherever the definition of that word is and cross it out and put ground in there, because it's just confusing. So, anyways, with that, we're going to run these through some tests, check them out, and see how well we can hear on them. I don't really have any locals around here to transmit with today, but... Okay, sorry, I had a memory card got full there, so a little bit of a glitch there. But, yeah, as I was saying, I don't really have anybody to transmit with today, but I'll check the SWR on them, and I've tested enough antennas to know that, you know, if I can hear halfway decent on it, then I should be able to transmit within a reasonable range, you know, fairly easily on them, especially if I'm only going to be running, you know, stock wattage out of them, and you would be on these too. So I'm trying to remember what the power rating is. It seems like one of them's 300 and the other one's 100, but I will check and put those both up on the screen though. So anyways, I'll be back. Okay, well, here we have them both assembled on some pieces of PVC pipe here. Got about a 5-foot length of PVC pipe just to kind of put them on there. I was going to try and somehow mount it to one of my eaves or something. I still have some, I need to get me a temporary antenna mast for just testing these small antennas, but I don't have such a setup yet, so for now I'm just going to put these things on some PVC pipe there, and I'm just going to kind of stand them up on a ladder against the corner of my house over here. It's really ghetto, it's really inefficient, but that's okay because I have a feeling they're still probably going to work all right. So as long as sometimes adverse conditions can tell you how good or bad an antenna really is. So if I can put these things in kind of an adverse situation and have them still work all right, because again, remember, these are not something that you're going to put up on a 30-foot mast way up in the air. You know what I'm saying? These are just temporary or portable or stealthy type of antennas, something you're going to put on your patio if you've got a homeowners association, or an RV or a boat. So let's just take a look at these a little bit more here. Of course, over here we have the ProComm here, and it's got the tuning rings on it. And over here we've got the 1499 or the B-100. I forget, is it the 1499 or the 1498? I always get those two confused. It's the 1499, I believe. 1498's the full-size base. So this is going to be real ghetto. I'm just going to take this ladder here and prop that PVC tube on it so that the antenna is just barely sticking over the corner of the roof there. So that'll be good enough for what I'm testing. Not to mention the fact these antennas, you're probably not going to be putting them up too high anyway. So it'll be a good test to see if you just bolt them not very high, how well they'll work. So okay, well there's the Workman B-100 or the Tram 1499, whichever you want to go by there. And you can see that's pretty ghetto. It's just bolted to a piece of PVC, and that's just kind of resting right on that ladder there, just barely enough to get it up over the roof there. And we'll pan in here. It's working pretty good too.
Yeah, this clean audio is what I put my box down. I blew a pan solder joint and didn't know it. And then, well, then all them big old radios out there and poor old 64 just ain't getting out. Yeah, audio,
All right, so there you go. That's working pretty damn good, if you ask me. For that's doing pretty good. So let me hook the other one up real quick. Okay, and there we got the geez, I can't even remember the name of it now. Duh. All right, it's working.
What do we man want to do anyway? You know, while you back in the house and showing like you're doing. Putting it down in my town. They stand the man, old pop, pop, pop. I know.
Let me just set this down here for a second.
Hey, 444, it's a pleasure on this end. Yeah, I'm just jerry rigging it. It'll be fine.
Okay, and the same horribly cheesy setup there with the ProComm there. Just pretty ghetto there. So it's working really well.
Hey, 339, I believe it was this afternoon, sandbag is mobile gone. but he didn't wait. Sandbagger, show me I'm gone. I'm waving, go, flying through it.
That's on the base antenna.
Hello, Jack Rabbit, 475 leaving.
That's on the base. And I'll put it back on the little one.
He's got a big old hammer right now, Jack Rabbit, but I think everybody else does. But hey, I think he said 64 the way they did on it.
Okay, and that's back on the ProComm. So, I mean, you know, obviously there's a difference, but for these tiny little antennas propped up like that, I mean, once again, you can say what you want about these dum-dum antennas, but for no bigger than they are, throw it in your trunk, throw it in your RV, throw it wherever, they're relatively inexpensive, and they seem to work pretty good for what they're intended for, which is, you know, and it's basically just running through some coax, and it's just kind of in a coiled roll right here, and I just got it teed into where I usually have it into my base antenna here. So yeah, it's pretty cool if you ask me. I mean, like I said, that it's worked pretty good, so for what it is. Now here's your battle of the dum-dums right here. And you're like, yeah, the one on either side is winning and the one in the middle is losing. Might be right. So anyways, yeah, here they are. They're both pretty cool. I think they both do what they're supposed to do. I can't complain about either one of them. You know, if you're maybe running power, or if you're having a harder time, you know, if you're in a situation where being able to tune it or have some adjustability is a little more important, and you spend a few extra bucks and get the ProComm here. But if you know you're going to have it in the air a little, or you know you've got a pretty open place and you're just, you know, running stock power and you're not going to have to worry about it, you know, you can spend a few bucks less and get the Tram / Workman one here. So yeah, like I said, can't really complain about either one of them. I think they both did a pretty damn good job, and for the price, can't beat it. Like I've said a million times, people always say, oh, you can make one this, and you can. Yeah, but most people don't, and they don't have the time, and for the money that you spend for these things, yeah, you really can't beat buying one or two of these and you know, having one laying in your boat, your RV, or the corner of your garage someplace in case somebody else needs it for something. So anyways, that's the other thing good too. Good starter antenna, or maybe you got that cabin in the woods and you don't want to spend a bunch of money on something, but you just want to go up there and see if there's any traffic or anybody on the radio. Here you go. So, all right. Again, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something from it, and thanks again for watching. Remember to click the like and subscribe if you think about it. Thanks. Shane, Gemini Garage.